Another day, another Kick degenerate streaming themselves committing crimes. I swear, there's more crime on Kick than there ever was in Gotham. And today's Kick crime comes from a familiar face that only a mother could love, and I guess OnlyFans girls that are using him for his money, Neon. He recently got released from jail to everyone's dismay, and he is already back on the grind producing content for the weirdos that no one really likes. Yesterday, he came up with a banger idea for his content where he actually linked up with a criminal who is somehow a bigger loser than Neon, if you can believe that. His name is Squeeze, and he's considered the most dangerous driver in New York. He rents supercars and then films himself driving recklessly on public roads, endangering the lives of all the innocent people around him so he can attempt to goad the police into chasing him so that he can flee. Jiminy Christmas, how cool is that? This clout-obsessed turbo douchebag is somehow more lame than Neon, which I didn't think was possible. I didn't know a specimen like that could exist in this realm. So the two of them together, that was a match made in heaven. If they weren't streaming, they probably would have been fucking each other. Two ultimate losers coming together to commit crimes. So they streamed on Kick, of course driving recklessly, and then it ends up with them in a hit and run.
Okay, alright, we're good. Calm. Oh my god! Oh my fuck! Oh! What the fuck? Oh shit! What the fuck?
Oh shit! Everything's good.
Oh shit!
Oh, everything is 100% good.
Drop me off.
We're good.
Neon begs to be let out of the car, and his wish was granted. They let him out, and then he starts running away, saying that he needs to get inside and off the street. He starts treating it like he's trying to lose stars in Grand Theft Auto here. So he is clearly freaked out by all of this. He also just got out of jail, and now he could be looking at some more problems. Now, granted, he wasn't the one driving, so I don't think he'd face any serious repercussions, though I imagine maybe they could come after him for setting this up, because this was clearly the idea behind the stream, is get together with the most dangerous driver and do some dangerous driving for Neon's stream to entertain his audience. So it'd be like premeditated crimes, pretty much, for the sake of Kick streams. Now, Neon has been banned for this, and I know it's not going to be permanent, because nothing on Kick ever is. They are a platform that is impossible to take seriously, because it is pretty much used by a lot of people as a place to just broadcast actual illegal activity, and Kick still does really nothing about it, except give them a 72-hour ban at most. Which always makes me laugh, because a lot of Kick streamers, as well as Kick themselves, would talk about how Twitch is so inconsistent with their rules, which they are, don't get me wrong. So like a girl spreading her butthole live on camera, or even having full-blown sex on cam on Twitch only resulted in a 3-day ban. Meanwhile, Kick still does the same kind of shit for similar content like that, as well as actual crimes that are being broadcast there. They are still guilty of doing exactly the same shit of terrible enforcement of their rules. And it blows my mind that they don't see that. Like, for some reason, it's different when Kick only gives a 72-hour ban for someone having sex on stream, or not even ban them for having sex on stream most of the time. And also only gives like a 72-hour ban for fucking criminal activity. It's laughable. But anyway, after the hit and run and the adrenaline started to wear off, Neon did a bit of reflecting in a very somber mood about how everything went awry.
I was there to do a Q&A, sit in his car. We agreed and handshaked only 10 over the speed limit, and this retard just went crazy, and I can't do shit. I'm sitting in the car. What the fuck am I supposed to do, bro? I can't just jump out when it's going 100 miles per hour, bro. So, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro. Don't tell me to shut up, bro. Don't tell me to shut up, bro.
Shut up. I like how even his own chat is bullying him here. Like I've always said, if he wasn't a streamer, he would probably be a professional swirly victim. Like, his face would know the inside of a toilet bowl better than anyone else on the planet. This guy is so unlikable and insufferable. So he's trying to say that this whole thing was just supposed to be a Q&A where he sits in his car and Squeeze only goes 10 over the speed limit. I highly doubt that's what was agreed upon. Squeeze is addicted to attention, so he has done an interview before, and even in that interview, he does something similar to what he did with Neon here. Granted, to a lesser degree with the other interviewer, because obviously the other guy is taken more seriously than someone as pathetic as Neon, but still, there's no way Neon went into this not expecting to get into high-speed, illegal shenanigans. That must have been the entire point of doing this. Why would you just interview him again after he was just interviewed by somebody else Like, it wouldn't make any sense. And Neon is not an interviewer. He's not an anything. Neon is the human nothing burger. So the only thing that he could have possibly concocted here for his stream is to excite them with Squeeze driving recklessly as Neon screams like a bitch in the passenger seat. That had to be the entire purpose behind it, not some kind of fucking Q&A with Neon at the helm. That sounds like the biggest snooze fest of all time, and he knows that. He knows that he is uninteresting. So he would have absolutely said to Squeeze, let's just go on one of your stupid joyrides for the stream. That's what I think, and this is Neon trying to cover his own ass since he was literally involved in a hit and run. So he was probably afraid of some repercussions from this, especially since it was streamed on his channel, and it seems like he organized this whole event here. I highly doubt it was ever just supposed to be a very calm Q&A with the most dangerous driver in New York. Neon sucks. Like, he would not broadcast him doing some kind of Q&A format. That is so boring. I would rather listen to a 2-hour audiobook lecture on the Krebs cycle than ever listen to Neon interview someone. And I know his fans feel the same way. Like, his viewbots, they don't really care. They're gonna be there regardless because Neon's paying for them. But the ones that actually watch him are like the perpetual jingling keys addicted children. And they are not gonna just watch a dumb Q&A with Neon. So he would have absolutely said, just go crazy and I'll stream it. That's what I think.
Squeeze! Squeeze! Please! Please, 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 bro! Please, bro! Squeeze! I'm enough! Come on, bro! Please, dude! Please, dude! Please, dude, no. The cop's right there, Oh my god, he almost crashed! Chill, stop. Stop, you're tripping. Squeeze, that's a cop, squeeze, that's a cop. That's a cop, you're tripping.
Even before the hit and run, this just seems unwatchable. Who wants to listen to him peek the mic through squealing the entire time? Plus, I just find this entire activity of driving recklessly on the interstate super fucking cringe. I can always appreciate talented driving, but that's not this. This trend of douchebags just driving extremely fast on the interstate and weaving between cars cutting up is not impressive. Like, I don't think there's anything impressive about that at all. My fucking grandmother used to do that when I was a kid, and I hated it then too. She used to cruise around on the interstate taking me to Perkins in her 1978 Chevrolet ass tutor or whatever, and she'd do this, and there was nothing cool about it. My grandmother used to do this, and it wasn't cool then either, but now all of a sudden there's a lot of people that think it is, I guess, because it's becoming somewhat popular. It shit sucks. All you're doing is putting your life and everyone else's life at risk for nothing, literally nothing. I did do a bit of a deep dive on Squeeze in particular though. He does seem to be a pretty talented driver, especially when it comes to drifting. But all he uses it for is this illegal criminal shit and putting people's lives on the line for nothing. Why not actually do something cool with that ability? Why use it for this garbage? It's fucking frustrating, it's infuriating. And the best case scenario is when Squeeze inevitably does crash doing some of this content, he doesn't take anyone else with him. But yeah, anyway, just wanted to talk about this a little bit. Another classic kick crime. That's it. So yeah. I know all of you already know this, but I can't stand public nuisance streamers, the absolute degenerate losers who go out into the world and film themselves just harassing random people. Basically, just pathetic worms that go out into the world and treat strangers like NPCs to spit on and use as props for their content. And one of the biggest goofballs in this category of content is named Johnny Somali, and he was just arrested in Japan, which is the most unsurprising news of all time. The only shocking thing about this story is that it hasn't happened sooner. Johnny Somali is a name you might have heard a couple of times over the last few months because he has said himself that he will do anything necessary to achieve clout, and the path he's chosen for that is to go to Japan and just harass everyone by spamming racist shit at them and a lot of deplorable garbage. It's a mystery how he hasn't been deported or killed. He actually flirted with death one time on stream not too long ago, actually, where he was barking up the wrong tree and was nearly sent to meet his maker.
Yeah, and what?
Just don't all you have to say
Don't
is
grab nothing. Oh.
Anonymous sent $3 Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima.
外国人同士喧嘩してんぞ、殴り合いめっちゃしてんぞ。
金玉を殴り出してんぞ外国人
Absolutely beautiful haymaker delivered there, complete with like a Viking screech there. Like a primal guttural yell as he delivers the most telegraphed hook I've ever seen in my life. But these two goobers didn't react to it at all. They just ate it like it was a bowl of cereal. And I also loved the timing of that donation because it played that Mario coin sound effect, so it actually felt like he had just got the coins beat out of him by this guy. And I love that we also have another camera angle here to capture the aftermath, because they tried to play it off like it barely hit them, but you can actually see one of them pooled blood a little bit on the ground because they got knocked out, like briefly. So it's everything about that just felt amazing to watch. It's very hard to root for someone, you know, committing a public assault, but when they're instigating and the entire purpose for them being in Japan is to instigate conflict like this, it's hard not to at least pump your fist and cheer when they finally get what they deserve. And man, once again, very impressive delivery of this wallop. It was a wombo combo. He blasted both of them. Fucking Johnny Somali watched his friend get clobbered, and then he said, "Excuse me, what about second breakfast? May I have one? I want what he's having." And then he also gets blasted too. Like, he did nothing to prevent it at all. He just sat there and took it. On the camera angle where we can see what happened after they get dropped, and like all of their like belongings are scattered. I guess their fanny pack blew up when they fell over. It actually seems like they got the loot beat out of them in Diablo. Like when you defeat a mob and there's like loot left on the ground. That's what happened here. And they completely deserved it. They started that whole thing. That clapping really sums up this whole situation. When these two goofballs got dropped, everyone who witnessed it clapped. They celebrated. Like they had just watched their favorite sports team win a big game. They were happy to see them finally get dropped. Now, I'm not here just to go through memory lane of all of Johnny Somali's worst moments. There's plenty of videos that go over his history on why he's just an absolute degenerate loser. But he has now been arrested, and that's what I want to talk about, because that is a huge W. That is long overdue. So he got arrested because he broke into a construction site on stream, and there's footage of him being arrested because he films everything that happens there because it's all content. And this might actually be the happiest moment of his life because he knows this is another article about to be written about him, which means maybe a couple extra viewers there to point and laugh at him like the clown he is.
なんて言ってますあ、で、これ、OK。
OK、かけるよ。
はい。あ、いや、差し押さえ。全部差し押さえな。携帯電話と関係する証拠品。差し押さえ。はい。はい。34分ね。はい。
You can see his eyes light up. He is loving it. Having the handcuffs thrown on him, it's all being captured on stream. This is better than Christmas for him. He got the ultimate gift here. Santa Claus was real nice to him. And he got like a 72-hour ban on Kick, which was lifted, because obviously Kick doesn't ban anyone for fucking anything. Someone could go on Kick Live right now and execute a man in cold blood, and they'd probably just ban him for 24 hours and be like, well, he's probably learned his lesson by now. But anyway, even as Johnny was being arrested, he did not go quietly into the night. He made sure to deliver more high-quality, gut-busting comedy that he's become known for, by mentioning nuclear disasters. Because that's all he fucking says there. He mentions the nuclear bombs during World War II and the Fukushima nuclear power plant disaster as jokes. That's the joke he likes to make. He's literally just an edgy bot. There's barely even a brain left in his skull. He's just been programmed to say the most generic, edgy shit that he can muster up in order to jingle keys in front of his pathetic chat that supports him. So, as of right now, there's no new updates on the status of Johnny, whether he's still in custody or if he's even going to be allowed to stay in Japan. Hopefully, he won't be allowed to stay in Japan unless it's staying in a prison, because he's just been terrorizing Japan. And after months of documented evidence of his behavior and the deplorable shit he's done over there, I don't understand why they'd let him stay there with no problem at all. But I guess we'll see. I want to give you a bonus clip though, give you a little dessert here on top of all this, because there's another public nuisance streamer who just found himself in some hot water, with his life flashing before his eyes off of problems that he created for himself.
He's sitting right over fucking there and no one's paying attention. You know why? Because of racism. Yep. That's not funny.
Funny.
No.
It's very funny.
Why is that funny?
Because I said it's funny.
Alright. You and me, Central Park, tomorrow. Don't be late, motherfucker.
could have possibly predicted this outcome? Are you trying to tell me a guy like this is a coward? Say it ain't so. I don't believe you. I don't believe what I'm seeing here. So full disclosure, I don't know who this guy is. It seems like he's just another one of those revolting ooze douchebags that just instigate conflict. But in this case, the person that he's starting all the hoopla with actually just calls him out on it, and he's like, alright, then we'll fucking fight. The streamer point blank challenges him, tells him to meet him in Central Park tomorrow. Obviously, he's being very vague on purpose because he has no plans of engaging in any kind of pugilistic combat here. And then when the stranger's like, no, why wait? We can just settle it now. Which is such a badass line, and the second he unzips his jacket, you can almost hear the streamer's heart skip a beat. He's getting palpitations, and fight or flight kicks in, and you know he's not fighting, so he just bolts out. I have no doubt that is the fastest he's ever run in his entire life.
Alright. I hope he doesn't chase me, because I don't want to fight him. Am I a pussy beta? Perhaps. But I don't know.
I'd legitimately feel bad for him if he wasn't such a scumbag. You can hear the size of realization where he comes to terms with actually just being a fucking loser. He couldn't even cobble together some kind of loose defense of his actions here. He goes, am I a pussy beta? Perhaps, but I don't know. Like, he's starting to get some self-realization here at the pathetic specimen that he's become. You can also tell from the chat what kind of community he's fostered over there, so not exactly someone to feel really bad for here. The only one to feel bad for is the guy that was being harassed, because he didn't even get the closure of being able to get a few good shots in on this fucking loser. But anyway, I just wanted to share all of this information with you. Great news with Johnny Somali being arrested. Great news with this guy having a very embarrassing clip of him being a coward come out. And yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. Hey there. No long-winded intro or anything like that. I'm just making fun of another prankster per usual, so you know how the situation goes.
Back with another video! I am back with a prank. Today we are not at Walmart and we are not at Home Depot. We are at...
She's been doing videos like this for months and still can't figure out simple audio. All of it sounds like you're underwater listening to a series of farts every time she tries to speak in the intros of her videos. This is someone you've probably seen before, but I guarantee none of you know who she is, which is the way it should be, because she's just an insufferable prankster whose entire personality revolves around making strangers' lives miserable. So she goes to Walmart, or in this case Dollar General, and just harasses people. In this one, her prank is taking things out of their shopping carts and throwing it on the ground or insulting them for it, or in one case, even just physically touching a woman to bother her as much as possible and then starts like braiding her hair. It's all just garbage. Now, she did have a video go viral a few months ago with the breaking TVs in a Walmart prank where she just went into a Walmart and broke a TV with a baseball bat. It was a TV she brought and she got arrested for it. And the entire internet came together to make fun of the clown and just point and laugh at her. And that's the proudest moment of her life. So it's all she does now, as pathetic as that is.
But we about to go in here and just grab shit and throw it on the floor.
You like it?
No, me no life for you.
No.
Nope. Don't buy it.
No?
Nope.
Oh, brother, this prank stinks. It's such a trash idea in the first place, just throwing people's things on the floor and getting a rise out of them. But then to put the cherry on top of this already pile of dog shit, she has no personality at all. She doesn't even try and make a joke out of any situation. She does nothing. She is so bland and boring. She doesn't even say or do anything half the time. She just throws it and then sits there. Like her just brain had a Windows restart moment, like Windows needed to update. Man, I got something in my eye. This prank is so bad, it's actually causing my eyelashes to fall out into my fucking eyeball. But yeah, anyway, like I said, half the time she just freezes there, deer in the headlights, and just stands there like she's been lobotomized. But in the rare instances where she doesn't, she ends up just getting more mad at the people she's pranking than the people do at her. She gets so offended that people respond negatively to having their things thrown or being bothered and harassed. It's so fucking weird.
Whoa. Excuse me.
Excuse me. What?
Those are ours.
But I just want to see if I want to buy it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. How expensive is it? Can you just put it back? I don't know why. Can you just tell me how expensive? I don't know why it is. It's $4.
Yeah.
You're good. I know you're making a video, and I don't care for your video. Wait, I didn't say you can have it back. I'm about to give it back in a minute. It doesn't matter. I'm about to give it back. It's ours. It doesn't have to be. You don't have.
Ugh, it's just the most annoying person ever. Just goes up and then just makes an argument out of taking their shit, like, oh, I just want to know how much it costs, and then she immediately starts getting heated herself. Like, her whole prank is supposed to make others angry, but half the time it ends up making herself angrier. I don't know how she can even have such shamelessness to record shit like this, and then keep going after someone calls out that she's filming a video. That is unbearable, incomprehensible levels of shame that I can't process with my little noodle here. You have not only been bothersome and a nuisance to these strangers, but now they also know that you're recording it to try and get clout online. How do you not puke from the overwhelming guilt of being such a loser and being caught red-handed with it? Oh, it blows my mind.
You're just coming up to us.
So are you gonna be nice or not? I'm gonna give it back.
Can we have it back, please?
Are you gonna be nice?
Can we have it back, please?
You know what? I fuck with you because you said
Thanks.
please. Go get your wife. She's really mad right now.
This painful interaction dragged on for so long. I cut out a lot of it. She eventually puts the first item back in their cart, but then grabs another one in order to keep the argument going and escalating it. At some point, the wife walks away, to which our prankster, the Galaxy Brain prankster, had the gall to say, go get your wife, she seemed mad, even though the whole time the prankster really did seem just as mad as the wife. But then she tries to hide that embarrassment with that big old smile grinning from ear to ear, celebrating a job well done. Another banger piece of content she was able to deliver with that.
What's wrong with you?
What's up? What's the problem?
What's the problem?
Yeah, why are you over? I don't even know you. What? Girl, some girl just came over here and just knocked this thing off my basket. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong.
Okay, so what you do? Sorry, she with you?
She is legitimately a child. She has the brain of a 6-year-old, where they'll take a cookie from the countertop and throw it on the floor, smashing it to pieces, and wait to be scolded by adults. She's also so fucking lame that she can't think of how to communicate past that initial shock of throwing someone's things on the floor, that the only thing she can muster is just repeating what the other woman is saying back to her. What's your problem? What's your problem?
Is she with you? What? Come on. Move around, please, ma'am. Move around. Could somebody come get her?
Who you on the phone with?
I don't even know what the prank is supposed to be. She throws some stranger's shit on the floor and then just stands there like one of those Buckingham Palace guards where they're not able to make a facial expression or speak because she can't process any words. So the only thing she comes up with is what other people have said, or just asking annoying questions like, who are you on the phone with? What is the joke even? You just look so foolish.
Can somebody come get her?
Look, I apologize. I didn't mean to drop that, but I have a question.
Don't, ma'am, please.
No.
No. I don't, say, somebody come get it. Girl.
Come from over here.
Girl. Today, Jesus.
No, tomorrow.
Today, Jesus.
Tomorrow.
Today.
I wouldn't necessarily call myself an empath, but I can feel that lady's emotions and all of the thoughts running through her head at this moment, where she's contemplating whether or not it's worth it to beat this prankster's ass. I just know she's weighing the pros and cons, and I think the only thing that stopped her from putting her hands on the prankster is that she had a suspicion that this was someone going through a mental health episode, like psychosis or something, or like some kind of like, manic episode. I think that was the only thing that stopped her from just going after the prankster here. And one day, this prankster will try this with the wrong person, and it's not going to end well for them, and it's going to be entirely the prankster's fault for constantly instigating as much conflict as possible, because all she wants to do is make everyone around her upset, angry, or just make their day as worse as she possibly can muster. What a beautifully awful way of living your life.
Oh, is this yours?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute. Who's that for? Is this for your dogs? Man, you a bitch. I would have been like, Ricky, get my shit. You a bitch. Why you just let me take your stuff?
This poor guy really gets the worst of it, just minding his own business, doing nothing wrong, just totally innocent, and this miasma of cringe marches up, takes an item out of his cart, throws it on the floor, and then he just says, okay, not playing this game, so he doesn't say anything. He just sits there and takes it. Eventually she grabs another item from his cart and she starts walking away with it before turning around and throwing it back at him, calling him a bitch for not standing up for that item. He gets berated for doing the right thing, just ignoring it. Like, what's he supposed to do? Run over and put you in a chokehold to reclaim the item? He can just go get another one and it's not worth fighting you over or playing into your game. Because he would be the one that gets in the most trouble for it. Even though you are starting all of this conflict, you are the catalyst to the catastrophe that will eventually come from doing awful pranks like this. The person who does retaliate is going to be the one that gets the biggest punishment for it. And he clearly knows that, so he wasn't playing along with it. He did the right thing.
I thought we were friends. I have one. Okay. Let me touch it. Here. I did it. Can I touch your booty? No.
Now, in this case, however, this one may have actually had, like, grounds for self-defense. She just walks up to a stranger, grabs her hair and starts tugging on it and then, like, air humping her back. And this could very well be an argument for self-defense. You don't know this person. This crazy lady behind you, that's kind of dangerous, actually. So I'm surprised this didn't lead to an actual scuffle, because this is a fucking awful thing to do. Now she's gone from just harassing people to physically harassing people. What an achievement. Look at how far we've come here. This prankster is leveling up right before our very eyes.
Am I gonna die? Is this like a...
I can't make no promise. You gotta like walk forward.
The queen of physical comedy strikes again. Look at the captivated audience in the store, with not a smile in sight. I don't think she has ever made somebody laugh, like in general. But I will say, I hope she hurt her knee, because she may have planned this fall, but she did not plan for that injury. She didn't brace, even slightly. She just falls, like full-blown, full force, onto her right knee, and then rolls over on it. So I really do feel like this is a situation where she hurt herself, but tried to play it off like, ooh, everything's okay, ha ha ha. Meanwhile, of course, nobody else is giggling or anything. But yeah, just wanted to showcase that, again, she gets kicked out. She actually got kicked out twice in this video. It doesn't seem like she goes to a store with a camera rolling without getting kicked out. So yeah, that's just another horrible prankster I wanted to make fun of. That's about it. See ya. There's no shortage of degenerates that stream on Kick. It's like if Arkham Asylum had their own streaming platform. It's this 24/7 Big Brother broadcast of just unhinged lunacy at this point. And somehow that always ruffles people's feathers. Like, no, it's not everyone, you can't say that about Kick. And of course, it's not everyone on Kick is a weirdo, obviously. But you've got to hop off the idiot potion here, snap back to reality, get out of the delusion if you think that Kick's public perception is anything other than entirely negative. There is so much crime that just gets broadcast on there. It's incredible how the FBI hasn't used it as a resource to bust some complete awful people. Like just recently, Something About Chickens made that video exposing the Kick Predator, and it's not like that's an isolated incident. There's quite a bit of that going on Kick, because the platform is attracting some putrid worms to it like this festering dumpster that's surrounded by mosquitoes. I'll always take every opportunity I can to mention this absolute ghoul. His name is Suspendus. Now, I know his hairstyle may be confusing you because it looks like a 2006 emo boy haircut, but make no mistake, this is a grown 40-year-old man who has become notorious for having sex with prostitutes on stream and at one point even had sex with someone while there was a child in the room. That's a felony. He streamed himself fucking someone with a kid present. That should be a go straight to jail moment. He should be thrown in the fucking slammer. But not only is he not in jail, he's not even banned on Kick. He is still a Kick partner and one of their bigger streamers, mind you. Now, him and his unpaid pathetic janitors have done all they can to keep that clip off the internet. They've scrubbed it from most of the original uploads, but I'm sure you can probably still find it somewhere archived. But it's not like an allegation. He streamed it himself. And if you were on the internet during the Kick rise, you probably saw that floating around because this is one of their first big streamers that was native to their platform before making all of their massive multi-million-dollar signings. This is one of their, like, founding fathers, basically. So you can't make a good argument that Kick isn't a platform that attracts tons of degenerates. And Kick doesn't give a shit. They just seem to sit back and be like, fuck it, that's alright, who cares? Like, I understand they want to be more hands-off and allow more freedom on Kick, but not to be the Poindexter putting my glasses up and telling on the teacher here, but perhaps it would be sensible to start drawing the line in the sand at broadcasting crimes on your platform. Like, maybe that's when you should step in and put the kibosh on it and actually start issuing bans. And that brings me to what I want to discuss and why I'm even talking about this in the first place. When Kick does ban someone, it's extraordinarily rare, and when it happens, it shocks the internet, you know, more so than if aliens had invaded the planet. And every single time, people are under this impression that it's some kind of permaban, like, look, Kick finally did something about this dumb asshole. And every single time, I have to explain that it's just going to be a temporary ban, like 24 hours, 72 hours, something like that. Like, Kick does not permanently ban anyone. There's only like 2 streamers I can think of that were permanently banned, and one of them was the Kick Predator, but that was only after he himself took himself off of social media. He vanished. That man ordered a Hoover Max from the Breaking Bad universe and has never been seen again. So Kick got an easy PR win there by just saying, like, no, he's gone for good. He's not welcome back type of thing. And then the other one was someone who exposed, like, how viewbotting is so easy on Kick. I think they're still permanently banned. Outside of that, I don't know anyone else. Everyone else, like Jack Doherty and whoever else is broadcasting, like, miscellaneous fights or having, like, titties and pussy and ass thrown in the face of Kick streams, they usually only get banned for a day. Maybe 3 days tops. And somehow, every single time they get banned, like Jack Doherty, everyone just assumes it's like a permaban. Like, look, Jack Doherty's gone, the end of Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty's been destroyed. The evil has been vanquished, you know, all that kind of shit. When that is never the case and likely never will be with this platform. They only believe in these, like, really temporary suspensions where no one really learns a lesson. They just get, like, a tiny vacation for, like, a day or two. That's it. And it most recently happened with Neon. Neon was one of Kick's biggest streamers for like a month thanks to viewbotting out the wazoo. And 3 days ago he got banned for shit-talking a child on a video call where he like threatened to dox and rape them. He went a little wacky with the Xbox Live bravado here and flew too close to the sun and caught a ban for it. Now, he's always been obnoxious. And now that he's not as popular as he once was, he is desperate to once again suckle from that bosom of success, so he's been doubling down on this shtick and being even more obnoxious than ever. So I'm going to go ahead and play the clip that got him banned. I'm going to censor the child for obvious reasons, though.
The fuck? I tried to be nice to you, bro.
The fuck up. I'll beat the shit out of you and your fat girlfriend, bro.
What the fuck?
That fat slut. I'll smack her in her face too, bitch.
And on God, I'm about to dox your entire family. What's your name?
You're not doing shit. Shut the fuck up. Suck my dick, bro. You a bitch.
What's your name? What's your name?
You fucking pussy.
All I need is your first name and you're done. I don't care. I'm an internet warrior. What's your name? Now, what's your first name, bitch? What's your first name, bitch? Tell me your first name, pussy. I don't give a fuck if you're 10 years old. I will fuck you in the ass until you fucking bleed, bitch. I swear to God. Shut the fuck up, bitch.
I censored the kid's name because they said it. At least I think that was their name. I'm not sure, but regardless, I'll just play it safe. Anyway, you can see Neon blow a gasket there and have a conniption, so he goes into this, like, shit-talking mode against someone who's clearly trolling him. It's also clear that it is legitimately a toddler. That kid is probably not older than 10. I think Neon hit the nail on the head. That is probably an actual 10-year-old he is saying those things to. And he caught a ban, and everyone's like, it's the end of Neon! Neon's been wiped off the platform, thank goodness, the scourge, it's gone. And even other Kick streamers who don't like him, which is like every streamer in the world because no one really likes Neon, They were like, oh, thank goodness, he was such a bad look for the platform. And there were a handful of disgruntled Neon enthusiasts, because believe it or not, he does have some legitimate fans and supporters, and they asked for their parents' permission to use the crayons so they could write a letter to Kick to unban their favorite goober. But for some reason, people still haven't recognized that, just like Diamonds, Kick streamers are forever on that platform. He wasn't permanently banned, and I don't know why people thought he was. So he just got unbanned 15 minutes ago, as of making this video. As I said he would on stream, when people were just spamming me about like, wow, did you see Neon got banned? And as I said then, I said it's either going to be a 24-hour or 72-hour ban, and guess what? It was a 72-hour ban, just like everything else on that platform. So he's already back. It wasn't even 72 hours, really. This amounts to less than a slap on the wrist. This was like the lightest little pat on the keister here. I like to provide one little comical bonus nugget here, a little tidbit of lore. Neon is so incredibly annoying that even the CEO of Kick couldn't hide his dislike for this annoying douchebag.
Holy fuck, can someone ban the word neon? We don't give a fuck about neon right now. Listen, big shout out to all people who give, like, talk or, you know, do streaming on Kick, but, like, come on.
You can find the full clip floating around there where he gives more context about the Neon situation and how he's, like, not part of the band team or anything like that. But it doesn't matter, because very clearly he gets so annoyed by the pestering buzzing from Neon and his fans that he just snaps from it. He's like, holy fuck, can we just ban this word from the chat at this point? And that just gave me a hearty belly laugh. Not even the CEO of the platform vibes with this guy or his community. He is so unbelievably unlikable that everyone in all corners, even on Kick, celebrated when he was gone for those 2 or 3 days. So yeah, he's back though. Again, no one stays banned on Kick. Very, very, very fucking rarely does that happen. So I just wanted to talk about this because Kick bans aren't real. They're just very slight suspensions, and I really wish we'd do away with the word ban when it comes to this. Just call it what it is. A little suspension. That's it. Nothing more. So yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. There's few things on this planet that make me more mad than drunk drivers. I've said that a lot in the past, so that shouldn't come as some kind of shocking revelation. But what is shocking is the clip that I saw today from 2 degenerate Kick streamers who proudly broadcast themselves drinking and driving while speeding on the interstate and acting like they're playing Need for Speed Underground 2, literally putting every innocent person's life at risk on that road. Their content was commit a crime and see if you get to witness them die in the act and go straight to hell. And also most likely take others to the grave with them. It is so fucking incomprehensibly evil. Goofy sex offender Stash here takes a huge swig from the Smirnoff while driving recklessly. So Inbred Speed Racer is broadcasting all this on Kick, which is very successful for this type of content because the audience loves to see people gamble with their lives. I have no doubt his viewers were on the edge of their seat, biting at their nails, wondering, are they about to witness 2 stupid assholes get themselves killed? And you can see in the chat that they are celebrating. They are pumping their fists. This is the best content ever, because they might get to watch these dumb fucking douchebags die. Yeehaw. What a fucking disgusting situation. Now, I suppose there is a chance that the Smirnoff has been replaced with water. Doesn't change the reckless driving. That's not smoke and mirrors or CGI or anything. They're not exactly on the set where The Mandalorian was filmed or anything. So that's still 100% authentic, but I guess it is possible that they're not drinking and driving. But I find that very unlikely. But let's just go ahead and suspend disbelief. Let's assume they're faking drunk driving. They're so pathetic. What an absolute vermin. So desperate for clout from Kick, of all places. That's like being the class president of the loony bin, that you'll pretend to be committing a crime for their entertainment. They are there to just watch you ruin your life, and you're proudly dancing for them, you absolute clowns. But the worst part about this is they're not just ruining their lives, they could have potentially ended the lives of completely innocent people around them. That is just evil, no matter how you spin this. 100% I think this is real. I don't think they replaced the Smirnoff with water. I am confident that these degenerates were actually drinking and driving while doing this. Just throws the bottle of Smirnoff out the window there for some reason. It's like a child with a sugar rush. Just has so much energy, so much adrenaline going on right now that he needs to break something, so he fucking throws the bottle of Smirnoff out the window. What losers? What absolute losers? They really think that this is hard. They think that this is cool somehow. The guy driving isn't doing anything impressive. He's driving on an interstate changing lanes. It's just dangerous. It's not impressive. Anyone can do that if they have a disregard for their lives and the safety of everyone around them as well. It's not like a very incredible maneuver that we're witnessing, a fucking master of his craft. You know, this isn't something you'd see in Fast and Furious and just be like wide-eyed and blown away by the talent. And then his stupid fucking friend here feeding him alcohol while he himself is also drinking and then throwing it out the window like it's a grenade. Like, this is the lamest shit ever. And they really are so proud of it. Risking your life for 125 viewers and 6 chatters. Nice. Imagine just throwing everything away, committing crimes for 125 viewers that are all there just to see if you're gonna die or not. What a miserable existence that must be. They need to be thrown in jail. 100%. Lock them the fuck up. I think the evidence here is irrefutable. We've got them documenting their own crimes in 4K, well, it's definitely not 4K, documenting their own crimes in crisp 480p kick stream here. It should be a slam dunk case for whoever wants to pursue that. For their safety and the safety of everyone around them, they need to be in jail. 100%. Because they'll probably keep doing this. I imagine this won't be their last drunk driving stream. This is probably just the beginning. They'll probably try and make this their whole brand right now because I have no doubt they view it as a very successful stream. I think the only thing we can pray for here is that when they inevitably do crash, they don't hurt anyone else around them. Or hopefully they get arrested before that happens. Who knows? But anyway, wanted to talk about this a little bit because it had me fuming. It had my blood boiling. I have absolutely no tolerance for drunk drivers whatsoever. There's no excuse for it, and the fact that you're so proud of it to be streaming the entire thing is crazy to me and just foul. It's fucked up. That's about it. See ya. Today's been a big day for Kick Degeneracy. They broadcast 2 crimes live in the span of 12 hours. That's a new record, baby. Give it up for Kick. Huge round of applause. They're really busting new ground here. Usually it's only 1 crime per day. That's the quota, but they said, you know, hold my Johnson. We can do better. July 4th's right around the corner. Let's celebrate the only way we know how. With crime. It's nothing new for the platform. That's kind of become Kick's entire brand identity. It's basically like this quarantine zone for unhinged weirdos that the Joker would have recruited for his gang out of Arkham Asylum. And they basically set it up like zoo exhibits where edgy middle schoolers can go in and flick boogers at the glass as they laugh at the fucking clowns on the other side getting themselves hurt for a couple of extra viewers. Anyway, I'm only going to focus on one of the crimes from today for this video. I might make a follow-up for the other one. But for now, let's focus on this baffling display of lunacy. So, a Kick streamer harassed this couple in public. The couple then started arguing with this loser, who got so butthurt that this couple dared argue with him and touch his phone as he put it in their face, jamming it down their throat like he's giving them a fucking endoscopy, that he, in response to their argument and touching his phone, pulls out a gun and starts threatening to murder them. He says multiple times that he's willing to blow them away. He's ready to kill these two in cold blood because his feelings got hurt that they insulted him after he started shit with them.
You pussy. I love the POV from Nampa Stream Prime. It shows the real you You gotta appreciate your height, your balding, and your few palm art.
You ain't shit.
Who's gonna sock who's gonna sock him in the face?
Do you want to get
What are you doing? You better let go of his shit.
But do you want to suck in the face?
Turbo Douchebag has his chat on screen, and I had to censor it because they just keep saying some awful shit and putting links to things that I have no idea what they are, but I'm not taking any chances with it. They just keep calling this woman a whore. So he went up to her, he started insulting them, and then the chat was like, "Whore! What a whore! Look at her! There's a whore around! Hey, anyone else just sneeze? It's because we're allergic to whores!" That's like his whole chat. Great community he's fostered here, and that sounds about par for the course for this kind of content. If you can even call it content, all it is this guy trying to turn himself into a human punching bag, but he's so fucking sensitive he can't even play that role well, he can't even be the heel. So the second someone challenges him, like here with the woman, like insulting him and then like slapping his phone, he snaps and brings out a gun.
Oh yeah, I got burnt, bitch.
Shoot her. Shoot her.
Yeah, she's in there grabbing my phone. Oh, you want problems? You want problems too? You want problem? You want problem? You just grab my phone. You just grab my phone. You don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit. Don't touch my shit. Don't grab my shit. I'll promise you I'll shoot the shit. Let it go. Don't touch my shit.
Bro's got the Glock set to Wumbo here. The size of this fucking piece is actually pretty crazy. Maybe it's just like the angle of the camera here, but that shit looks like a Roblox gun. What an incredibly stupid thing to bring a gun out for, especially considering he started this. I don't know how he would never expect someone to slap his phone when he's actually putting it directly in their face. He is basically the one that's instigating a physical confrontation, not only by being an insufferable douchebag that's harassing random people, but he is getting as close to their face as he possibly can, like trying to put their skin under a microscope. Like, I have no doubt if you looked at his footage, it'd probably look like Ant-Man when he was shrinking to get to the quantum realm. Like, he is so close to them. And the natural human instinct in a situation like that is to swat that garbage away. Like, I don't know how he wouldn't expect that.
I promise you. Why would you grab the shit on my phone?
You don't understand what trouble you're getting yourself into.
What trouble? Let go of my shit. I promise you I'll blow you away. I promise you I'll blow you away.
We're gonna leave.
I promise you.
You about to get blasted.
Alright. What?
Leave, doll boss beaner.
She touched us first. She touched us first.
He even goes as far as to say that she touched us first, as if he had nothing to do with how this whole thing started. It's her fault. She's crazy. Someone help. Crazy lady, she hit my phone, so I'm going to kill her, and it's justified. I feel threatened, she hit my phone, so I'm gonna start shooting. Alright, it is 100% his fault, and he is 100% a bitch for this. To pull out a gun on two people that you've just harassed and are now willing to kill because they dared argue with you and touch your phone that you were shoving in their face, you are such a piece of shit.
Alright, I could. It's public. It's public.
Put your fucking
Alright, yeah. Fuck out of here.
He fucking sprayed, dude. He fucking sprayed. He sprayed all
Get
of
out
us.
of here.
Alright. Fuck out of here. I'm a fucking... You stupid.
Now you can hear the other guys say, "You sprayed everyone." So I'm thinking what happened here based on the rest of the clip and also the events preceding it. One of the people on this goober squad, the fucking goof troop here, actually maced the couple. The Charmin Ultrasoft squad not only brought out a gun, but then also maced the couple because they dared argue back after being harassed by this loser, and then slap his phone. That is craziness. To me, this seems like these streamers are using this content as a convenient excuse to try and get a rise out of people and then assault them. So they bring mace, they bring a gun, I bet they also have fucking taser too, maybe brass knuckles, like what else did they bring here? A fucking golf club to go Last of Us 2 on someone? It really feels like they just want to hurt people and they're using these pranks as a vessel to maybe have some way of doing it and trying to argue that it was self-defense, like, oh, they just reacted really bad to our prank, so we had to shoot them, or we had to mace them. It's unhinged. It's absolute insanity.
No, you guys
He sprayed
your
us.
face is burning.
Dude, my fucking eyes are
I don't know what you guys are
No,
doing.
fuck
Come on, let's go.
Fuck out of here.
Like, why is that extra?
Hit the away. Away.
Hey, listen, yo, just right now.
Your bitch started shit. I don't record, you dumbass.
Just go. If you don't.
The delusion with the statement this guy just said was like hearing the brown note. I almost shit my pants. It is so unbelievably, unfathomably delusional. My body just had like an actual reaction to hearing it. He said that they started it, the couple, and that he's recording it, dumbass. Brother, this is incriminating for you guys. You have recorded your own crimes here. You're doing the police's job for them. This is not going to make that couple look bad or look in the wrong. It's you guys.
You don't want that. Just go, brother.
You don't talk to me. You got problems too. You want problems?
For what I need.
What's up? You want problems?
Yell blaster.
I'll blow you away.
Really?
Really.
Okay. All right.
I don't want to fight you, just go.
Why don't you want to fight me?
Because you guys are fucking gentlemen.
I'm not a... Bro, I will literally just fuck you up.
Like literally got the cayenne pepper. You guys
so afraid of you, bro. I'm
You
so
guys,
afraid.
you guys use pepper spray.
Your boyfriend's a bitch.
Your boyfriend's a bitch, says the guy that just pepper sprayed them. He panicked because they dared insult him and argue back, so he went into his fucking toy box to pull out every little gadget and gizmo and doohickey he could find. A gun, pepper spray, it's crazy.
They got crazy as fuck for no reason, LMAO.
Bro, why she grabbed this shit? She got me pissed.
Yeah, me too.
That was how I would took her hostage and fuck her in front of him.
You need water? Act like nothing's wrong.
Bro, I'm fucking dead. Bro's Glock is fat as fuck. Shit ass tweaking.
Huh?
Y'all did initiate the confrontation.
Why? Where we put it on him then? No, what? No, stop. No, I don't want problem. I'm relaxing, sir. Sir, I'm just recording. He didn't do nothing. Sir.
You know you just recorded everything, right? So you saying to the officers that he didn't do anything is immediately disprovable by just checking the VOD that you filmed, you absolute bumbling moron. Holy shit. So one of the guys he threatened to shoot went and got some nearby officers here, who then took matters into their own hands to arrest him for literally waving guns around and pepper spraying people.
Control 60 by give us a red Cromwell.
Sir, I'm relaxed.
Hey,
You don't have to,
you go.
you don't have to, you don't have to,
Turn around. Turn around. You don't have to stop that.
Fuck the cops.
Don't hurt me, please. Don't hurt me.
On your stomach now. On your stomach.
I am.
On your stomach now.
This is such a fitting conclusion here. He starts whining and screaming, "Don't hurt me," after he just pepper sprayed and threatened to shoot an innocent couple over an altercation he started for his dog shit stream. You couldn't write a more fitting, poetic ending to this stream, and it happened so quick after the event. I mean, that's absolute cinema.
Don't reach.
I'm not
on your stomach, bro.
Look,
Relax. Put your hands back. Put your hands back.
I didn't do anything.
Sir,
Fuck all these cops. You're not fucking listening.
I am, sir. I'm sorry.
Actually amazing how they keep saying that they didn't do anything, they're innocent, when all you have to do is rewind the stream 30 seconds to see him have a gun in his hand, threatening to blow them away. Actually just threatening to murder people, and they also ended up pepper spraying innocent people as well. All from shit they themselves started. And the chat was going on about how corrupt the cops were and all of that, when that's a bunch of hooey. They had just been told that there is a fucking lunatic that's waving a gun around threatening to murder people and also just pepper sprayed a bunch of people. Like, the cops are responding to that. That is a dangerous person. That's a threat. And they handled it pretty well, all things considered. I can't see exactly what happened, which led to the takedown, but from the angle, it seems like he tried to, like, run up the escalator, so then he, like, grabbed him and took him down, but I can't quite tell. But regardless, this guy has a gun that he's clearly not afraid to just bring out and threaten to kill people with. So, I think they responded pretty well, all things considered. And this is absolutely deserved from the streamers here, and I hope they spend a long time in prison. I have no idea if they will, but they absolutely should because they are not safe to be in society. So yeah, I just had to talk about this. Just more huge kick degeneracy here with this broadcast crime, and who knows, it could have turned into him actually shooting people on stream. And that is scary. That is horrifying. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. See ya. I remember in high school, my Spanish teacher had a poster on the wall that said, "We all smile in the same language," and I thought that was wholesome and cute. We all inhabit this space rock and we all have our differences, but a smile, well, that's something we all share in common. And another thing that every single person on this planet shares in common is our disdain for this streamer. There's not a soul on this earth that actually likes this guy. His own community only follows him to try and get him arrested or beat up. And when it comes to those two metrics, his community is more successful than the Beatles. The amount of times that his chat has gotten him beat up or arrested is incredible. Like, this man can't go live without getting his shit pushed in or it finishing with him in handcuffs, all because he's following the chat's advice. And he's so delusional, he doesn't recognize that they're only there watching, waiting for him to get hurt, and nothing else. They're laughing at him, not with him, but he doesn't recognize that. And he does all of this ridiculous shit with a goofy, stupid smile on his face as he ruins his life live for the entertainment of his audience that's treating him as like a human experiment. So, I've talked about him before, everyone's talked about him before. He's the public nuisance streamer that travels the globe and just makes everyone's lives miserable around him by harassing them, spamming racist insults at them, disrespecting the cultures that he visits, and he keeps getting arrested.
Oh, you a bad bitch, I swear to God. You a bad bitch, I'll take you to dinner. I swear to God, I'll change your life. I'll change your life, baby. Baby, I'll change your life, I promise you. You a bad bitch right here. I'll change your life, baby girl. You know, I'm in the sidewalk. I'm in the sidewalk. Don't touch me. I'm in the sidewalk. I'm in the sidewalk. Okay, I'll go. What the fuck? Okay, let's go. Relax. America. I'm in the sidewalk. I'm from America. What are you doing?
This is from one of his more recent arrests in Israel. You can see him start to panic and spamming "I'm American" as if that's somehow going to save him here, like that's his safe word that's going to get him out of this situation. It's like, oh my god, pardon me, I didn't realize you were American. Let me dust you off. Fucking goober. But yeah, this is how his streams go. He just causes as many problems as possible for his audience, and then it either ends with him missing some teeth or him missing some freedom in a prison cell. But unfortunately, no matter how many times he gets arrested, for some reason, they keep releasing him. They keep letting him out of the slammer. And I do have a bit of a conspiracy theory, so excuse the tinfoil hat here. But I have to think the authorities keep letting him out of the slammer because they're in on the joke, and they know if he gets out, the cycle's going to continue, and he's just going to go out there and get beat up by another stranger, because he is a knuckle sandwich magnet. Any stranger with a fist somehow finds this man's face, and just fucking pounds his flesh to bits. It happens so often. He is a sentient punching bag with a pulse, but somehow has even less of a personality than a punching bag would. But it is admittedly very entertaining watching him get fucking brutalized every time he goes live from problems he himself starts with people. Honestly, I'm surprised he doesn't beg just to stay in jail. Like, it's probably safer for him there. Because I don't even think he's ever even thrown a punch back during any of these altercations. He just, like, his arms are like limp noodles, I guess. Because anytime that someone starts beating him up, he just sits there and fucking takes it. It's like they're just beating up a corpse at that point. Like, it's so weird. This guy's a fucking loser. Everyone knows that. I'm not even going to bother saying his name because he's just a vermin whose brain is so poisoned by clout that the only thing he thinks matters in the world is attention. He needs attention more than he needs oxygen, so I'm not going to be saying his name. I'm sure you've already seen this NPC plastered all over the internet. He's one of those very few unifying moments that brings everyone together because we all dislike him the exact same. It's one of those things where no matter our differences, we can all come together and spit on this guy together, because he super sucks. He's just an absolutely deplorable, worthless piece of shit. So, you might remember him most notably from his infamous Japan trip, where he spent 90 days in jail, and then he got released. You know, he was talking about how he'll never make videos again or whatever, and then the second he's out of Japan, he immediately goes right back to doing it and starts gloating in their face about how, like, he got away with it and it was all unjust and all that, and then immediately goes to Israel just to do the same shit again, gets arrested, and does more shit like this.
I'm from America. Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me, bitch. I'm from America, bitch. Don't touch me. I'm from America, bitch. Don't touch me. I'll slap that ass. I'll grab it, too. Donald Trump told me grab it by the pussy. I'll grab that, too. Stop playing with me, bitch. I'll grab it by the pussy right here, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Influenza is more likable than this guy. And also, for someone who apparently doesn't give a fuck, you sure are super sensitive about people making fun of you and hurting your feelings. He was threatening to sue YouTubers that made fun of him. He somehow thinks that this is a flex. He's trying to say it's defamation, libel, and slander, and that he's going to be issuing cease and desists. I'm honestly impressed that his spelling is correct here. I thought for sure he was close to illiterate, but maybe he had his lawyers draft up this tweet. But then again, his voice really does shine through with the last statement. It's gonna feel so good spending your YouTube ad revenue on coke and hookers. Yeah, that really sounds so hard. You can't get pussy unless you pay for it. What a big alpha male man you are, brother. But anyway, this is a bunch of hooey. This is a bunch of barnacles. Like, what a load of fish paste. There's no way he has the capacity to sue anyone because his lawyers are way too deep into fighting all of his criminal charges across the globe. They're having their own, like, Avengers Endgame moment with all of these lawsuits from all of these different countries. There's no way they'd have time to tackle some YouTuber squabble. I don't even know why I'm pretending for even a second that this is real. There is a 0% chance that he has any lawyers at all. This is just a sniveling worm flexing his non-existent lats for his community that treats him like Bozo the Clown, where they can toss tomatoes at him while they watch him ruin his life for their entertainment. He doesn't have anyone in his corner, let alone some lawyers. This man is totally fucking alone, and the only solace he finds is in going live so that way his audience can cheer as he gets his ass fucking pounded into oblivion on the sidewalk per usual. What a miserable existence that is. I don't even know why he's even trying to put on this facade that he has lawyers or any ability to have a lawsuit against somebody. I guess if there was to be a deeper message of this video besides just making fun of this pathetic person, it would be that I really hope at some point he does get thrown in jail for an extremely long period of time. He breaks so many laws and broadcasts it proudly online and makes a mockery out of all of the legal systems that he's taking advantage of here because he keeps getting released. Why? That doesn't make any sense. Keep him in prison for this shit. It'd be totally understandable and it'd be a huge PR win. That's such a rare occurrence where you can get an absolute PR slam dunk by locking up a live streamer. You would get applause and fist pumps out the wazoo from the entire cyberspace if you announced, we are not releasing him anytime soon. He will spend this many years in jail for the following crimes that he committed and broadcast online. Make an example out of him. Like, I don't know how he keeps getting away with it. But yeah, he is still currently doing the same shit, and he will continue to do so until he is eventually either dead from this or in jail for a long period of time. So I just wanted to talk about it and make fun of him again. That's really about it. So yeah.